Hello class, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So students, welcome once again to your computer class. So students, in our previous session we have started with the topic that was generations of computer. Okay, so this the yesterday was our first class of computer, so in which I have introduced the first topic from your computer book, that was generations of computer. Okay, so this was the first topic that was introduced by me. Okay, so we have covered some of the topic in the previous session. So we have talked about the generations. Okay, we have talked about the generations of computer. We have already discussed the first and the second generation of computer. Okay, so now today we are going to talk about the third, fourth and the fifth generation of computer. But before starting with the next topic, I will just give a small recall of all the topics that we have discovered, or sorry, we have discussed in the previous session. Okay, so the thing that we talked about was the generation. The first is the generation. Okay, generation is the पीढ़ी जैसे हम फैमिली ह्यूमन बींग्स में होती है, so just like that computers they also have next generation. So देखिए next generation is always the improvised version of the previous one. तो जो next generation होती है बेटा, that is always the improvised of the first one. So just like us, the computers they also do have the generations. Okay, so till today we are having the five generations of computer. Okay, so generation means that uh, every next generation has some improvised version of the previous one. Okay, so देखिए, so here we have the first generation computer. First of all, we have talked about that, we have discussed that the first generation computers. So देखिए, first generation computers, the generation of the first computers was from the time period 1946 to 1958. So this was the first generation, or the first time period. This was the time period of the first generation of computer. So what was the features, what was the outlook of those first generation computer, that we'll discuss here. So the outlook of the first generation of computer was, so it was quite big. So the first generation computers was quite big in size, that they nearly occupy a room. Okay, and their speed was quite slow as compared to the to modern computer. Okay, and in those first generation computer, vacuum pipes were being used. The big size, due to the big size of these vacuum pipes, sorry, vacuum tubes, not pipes, vacuum tubes, they were quite very costly as well. So it was very problematic for uh, the inventors, those who have those who were working on the computers, to continue with such a great investment. Okay, to have such a great space for to so that they can provide a proper um, मतलब they can provide a room to those computers. तो उनको उन computers को रखने में उनकी maintenance was quite very difficult. Okay, so because that first generation computer, that is having the quite different, they were having some drawbacks, so that's why they that give an idea of improvised version of the another computer. Okay, so that's why they come up with the idea of the second generation of computer. Okay, so feature of the first generation computer was that it was big in size. Okay, so operating was slow, and they were what quite expensive. Okay, and the drawbacks were that it produced lot of heat. Okay, so in the first generation computer, they used to produce a lot of heat. Okay, so उनको ठंडा रखने के लिए दे नीड और वेरियस, उनको ठंडा रखने के लिए उनको बहुत सारे टेक्निक्स दे नीड टू यूज़. So that was quite costly for them, which is not reasonable. So they came up with an idea of the another generation, or they tried to have an improvised version of the first generation. So that's why they come up with the idea of the second generation of computer. Okay, and the language that was used in the first generation computer was machine language, so which is termed as one of the lowest, what is the lowest level programming language. Okay, so they come up with an idea of the second generation of computer. So what was the second generation computer? So they kill now after first generation computer they came up with the idea of the second generation of computer. So in the second generation computer, so in spite of using the big vacuum tubes, they started using the transistors. So they started using the transistor in the place of vacuum tubes, so which has shortened the size, which has made the size of the computer little bit smaller than the first generation computer. Okay, so the language that is being used for giving the input in the second generation computer was assembly language. Okay, so because and that is a quite improvised language than the machine language that was used in the first generation. Okay, so we have discussed about the features. What was the features of the second generation computer? So the size was smaller than the than the first generation computer. The size of the second generation computer was quite smaller than the computers of first generation, and it was operating little bit faster than the previous first generation computer, and the cost also reduced. Okay, but though this was improvised version of the first generation of computer, though it was also having some of the drawbacks. Okay, so drawbacks, what it also just like the first generation computer, they also produce a lot of heat. Okay, but as the speed was still little slow, they believe that the speed of the computer is still little slow, and the memory, the data that it can store, that was quite less. So they want to store more data, they want to perform the action more quickly. Okay, so then they came up with the idea of improvising this second generation computer, and then they started inventing, or they have started they came up with the idea of the third generation of computer. So here now we'll start the topic, that is the third generation computers. So what was it? Let's read about it. In the mid of 1960s, the development of integrated circuit was a major breakthrough, resulting in the introduction of the third generation computers. The transistors were replaced by the integrated circuits, that is known as IC, also known as the semiconductor chips, which made the computer more powerful and increased the speed and the efficiency of the computers. Okay, so the third generation computers could carry billions of instructions in a few seconds. Okay, the size of these computers were so small that they could fit into a small file cabins. Examples of the third generation computers are IBM 360, ICL 1900, and CDC. Okay, so now the circuits, after in the first generation they were using the vacuum tubes, and in the second generation they were using in spite of in the place of vacuum tubes, they were using the what was that, they were using the transistors. Now in the third generation computer, the integrated circuits were replaced, okay, with the transistors. So the transistor that was being used in the second generation computers was replaced with the integrated circuits. Okay, and this integrated circuits, this gave them the idea of coming up with the third generation of computer. So let's read about this, what are the various improvisation in the third generation computer. The transistors was replaced by the integrated circuit, also known as the semiconductor chips. So देखिए जो second generation में transistors use होते थे, उनकी जगह they have started using the integrated chips. Okay, sorry, integrated circuits. Okay, जिसको कि semiconductor chips भी कहा जाता है, which made the computer more powerful and increased the speed and efficiency of the computer. Due to the use of these integrated circuits, the speed and the efficiency of the computers has also been increased. The computers की speed और efficiency भी increase हो गई. Okay, the third generation computers could carry billions of instructions in a few seconds. Okay, and this is the result, or you can say this is the various merit of the third generation computer. As compared to the second generation, the third generation computer can perform billions of instructions a few seconds. तो कुछ ही seconds में billions, मतलब लाखों करोड़ों instructions एक टाइम पे परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. So that means, so देखो improvisation से क्या हुआ, that first generation was performing slow, and the second generation was performing a little bit higher than the first one. But with the third, the speed has increased. The speed of computer or performing the any activity was so fast that it can perform billions of instructions, मतलब कुछ ही seconds में बहुत सारी जो calculations या instructions को है जो follow कर सकता था. The third generation computers could carry billions of sorry the size of these computers was so small that they could fit into a small file cabinet. Okay, so जो size था third generation computers का, that was quite very small as compared to the second generation. Okay, sorry. So these third generation computers was quite smaller than the size of the second generation computer. Okay, and the examples they have given for the third generation of computer. तो देखिए third generation के जो computers थे उनके examples they have given here. The name was the IBM 360. So these are the names of the computers of the third generation. These all are the names of the computers of third generation. Okay, so that is was IBM 360, ICL 1900 CDC. So these all are the names of the computers of that are being introduced in the third generation. Okay, and the main thing or the main feature, or you can say the merit of these third generation computer was that it can perform the billions of instruction कि ये बहुत सारी as मतलब as compared to the first and the second. So these third generation computers works more faster, more reliably, more efficiently than the first and the second generation computers. Next they have said the features of the third generation computer. So they have mentioned the features of third generation computers as well. So where the features, the size became smaller. The size of the third generation computer became little bit smaller, not little bit, quite smaller than the second one. They were more reliable. The data, the information that is given by these third generation computer, that is quite reliable. User interacted with keyboards and the monitor which interfaced with an operating system. So we the users, we came to know about the computer, sorry, keyboards and the monitors. So keyboards is used to give the information, give the command. Okay, or it is, you can say that keyboard is an input device. Okay, and the result we got, that we get on the monitors. Clear? The next is they generated less heat. So as compared to the first generation and the second generation computers, the third generation computer produces less heat. They used high level language like COBOL and the Fortran. Okay, so in the first generation computer, the machine language was introduced. The machine language was used for giving the commands. Okay, and which is termed as one of the lowest level of lowest level low programming language. Then after first generation and the second generation computers, they started using the assembly language, so which is just little bit improvised version of the machine language, but that is not satisfying at all. So in the third generation, as they had made so much of improvisation in the third generation, that the data that is given by the third generation computer was quite reliable, the size was smaller, we contracted with the keyboards and the monitors, and it was also producing the less heat. Okay, so there was improvisation in the languages that is being used, that was not, they are using the COBOL and the Fortran. So these are the high level languages that are being used in this third generation computer. Okay, that is COBOL and Fortran. So these are the features of the third generation computer. उनका साइज़ छोटा हो गया, जो इन्फॉर्मेशन, जो डेटा, जो आउटपुट जो वो देती थी थर्ड जनरेशन कंप्यूटर, वो भी बहुत एक्यूरेट हो गया. ओके, जो मॉनिटर्स एंड कीबोर्ड्स में जो इंफॉर्मेशन वो देते थे, दैट वो भी बहुत what were very good. Okay, they generated less heat. Okay, and उसकी जो गर्मी वो देते थे, गर्म वो जल्दी गर्म नहीं होते थे. And the languages that are being used, that was the COBOL and the Fortran, and which is termed as one of the high level languages in the computer. Next is the fourth generation computers. So now we will talk about then another generation of computer, that is the fourth generation sorry, that is the fourth generation computers. So in the year 1971 onwards, we came up with the fourth generation computers. So now the fourth generations of computers started in the year 1971, and it used microprocessor. The size of the computer became very small as thousands of integrated circuits were built onto a single silicon chips. Okay, these computers became more powerful and they could be linked together to form network, which led to the development of the internet. Intel 4004, Macintosh, IBM 360, etc. are the examples of the fourth generation computers. The program languages used are C, C++, Java, etc. The fourth generation computers are so small that they can fit on a small desk or even on a palm of the hand. Okay. In 1981, IBM introduced its first personal computer PC and for the home users, and in 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. चलिए, so now we are coming up with the next very important and improvised version of fourth generation of computers. So this fourth generation of computers, they come up in the year 1971. So 1971 में fourth gen मतलब 90 after 1971 the fourth generation of computer was introduced. Okay, and that was a very reliable and very you can say that was just a change in the phases of computer, because in the third generation the integrated circuits were used, whereas in the fourth generation computer the integrated circuits were also used, but that इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स कैन बी बिल्ट ऑन अ वेरी स्मॉल सिलिकॉन चिप. तो वो इतने सारे इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स को छोटी सी एक सिलिकॉन चिप के ऊपर भी बना सकते थे. सो एज द साइज ऑफ द इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स बिकेम वेरी स्मॉल, सो दैट डेफिनेटली जिसकी वजह से द साइज ऑफ कंप्यूटर हैज़ ऑल्सो डिक्लाइन. ओके, एंड जिसकी वजह से नाउ वी आर यूजिंग दीज computers at our homes as well. Okay, the size of computer became very small as thousands of integrated circuits were built onto a single silicon chip. जो silicon chip के ऊपर बहुत सारे जो सर्किट्स हैं, हज़ारों जो इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स हैं वो इजीली बनाए जा सकते थे, जिसकी वजह से जो कंप्यूटर का साइज़ है वो बहुत ही छोटा हो गया. These computers became more powerful and they could be linked together to form a network. Okay, तो ये कंप्यूटर थे, ये बहुत पावरफुल बन गए, जिसकी वजह से ये बहुत अच्छे से लिंक किए जा सकते थे. देखिए, तो एज द साइज वॉज वेरी स्मॉल, सो मोर मतलब पहले तो दे मतलब इन द प्रीवियस टाइम दे नीड अबाउट द वेरी लार्ज एरिया टू कीप अ सिंगल कंप्यूटर. नाउ एज द साइज ऑफ कंप्यूटर हैज़ बिकेम लेस. तो देखिए, पहले जो साइज़ ऑफ कंप्यूटर थे वो बहुत बड़े थे. सो एक कंप्यूटर को एक जगह रखने, एक ही कंप्यूटर रखने के लिए काफ़ी जगह चाहिए होती थी. बट विद द फोर्थ जनरेशन कंप्यूटर क्या हुआ, द साइज़ ऑफ कंप्यूटर था वो दैट बिकेम वेरी स्मॉल, दैट मतलब दैट दे कैन कीप अ नंबर ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स एट अ वेरी स्मॉल प्लेस. ओके, एंड जिसकी वजह से दे कैन ऑल्सो शेयर देयर नेटवर्क. Okay, so they can share their network together. Okay, the number of computers can share their network or they can link together. So जिसकी वजह से the idea of internet came. Okay, so or that led to the development of the internet. Okay, so by linking together or by these different computers, okay, we came up with the idea of the internet. Intel 4004, Macintosh, IBM 370, etc. are the examples of the fourth generation computer. So these are the names of the computers that belongs to the fourth generation, that is the Intel 4004, Macintosh, IBM 370. So these are the names of the fourth generation of computers. The programming language used are C, C++, Java, etc. So the programming language that was being used at that time was C, C++, and Java. So these are the name of the programming languages that were used at that time. The fourth generation computers are so small that they can fit on a small desk or even on a palm of hand. So जो फोर्थ जनरेशन के कंप्यूटर थे वो इतने छोटे हैं साइज़ के कि वो एक छोटे से डेस्क के ऊपर, एक छोटे से टेबल के ऊपर उनको रखा जा सकता है, और यू कैन इवन कीप देम इन द पाम ऑफ योर हैंड्स. अपने हाथ के पाम के ऊपर भी आप रख सकते. दिस इज़ द पाम. Okay, so you can carry it like this as well. Okay, In 1981, IBM introduced the first personal computer for the home users, and in 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. तो 1981 में जो IBM है, that is the International Business Machine, one of the leading MNCs that deals in computers, okay, that the owner has introduced the tabulating machine, so जिसकी वजह से जो IBM जो कंपनी है वो इंट्रोड्यूस हुई थी. Okay, so the owner they introduced the PC is the personal computers. ओके तो इन्होंने कंप्यूटर्स को इंट्रोड्यूस किया ताकि जो घर में जो लोग हैं दे कैन मेक यूज़ ऑफ इट, दे कैन यूटिलाइज दिस कंप्यूटर. सो द IBM कंपनी दे हैव इंट्रोड्यूस दिस personal computers so that the people they can purchase and they can use these computers in their houses. Okay, so the IBM has introduced the first personal computer. So after IBM the another company is एप्पल जिसको आप बोल रहे हो, तो एप्पल इज़ अनदर कंपनी ओके जिन्होंने कंप्यूटर्स, बिकॉज एप्पल नाउ डेज इट इज़ प्रोड्यूसिंग लॉट्स ऑफ मोबाइल फोन्स एंड आईपैड्स एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, बट बेसिकली इट वॉज स्टार्टेड विद द कंप्यूटर मतलब एक बेसिकली इसका जो काम था दैट वॉज शुरुआत में इट वॉज जस्ट प्रोड्यूसिंग द इन कंप्यूटर्स ओनली, बट लेटर ऑन इट केम इनटू वेरियस अदर फील्ड्स एज वेल. ओके, सो एप्पल इंट्रोड्यूस द मैकिन्टोश. तो 1984 में जो एप्पल ने एक अपना कंप्यूटर लॉन्च किया that is known as Macintosh. The next is the features of the fourth generation of computer. So there are the various features that are given. Suppose beta the question is given in the book or in the अगर आपके पास question आता है, so what are the features of fourth generation computer, so you are going to write these features. So fourth generation, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, किसी के भी features दिए जाते हैं, so you can get your answers from here only. ठीक है. Features of fourth generation computers. They are microprocessor, they are multi-purpose computers, they are accurate and reliable, and operating system is very fast. Okay, so these are the features of the fourth generation of computer. Okay, so here the features of the fourth generation computers, they use microprocessors. So in spite of using the integrated circuit in the fourth generation computer, they have started using the microprocessor. तो integrated circuits के बजाय उन्होंने अब microprocessors use करने शुरू कर दिए थे. देखिए तो earlier it was started with the vacuum tubes in the first generation. In the second generation they started using the yeah, they started using the what I always forget, transistors. Okay, and after transistor they started using the integrated circuits. Okay, and now they are using the microprocessor. So nowadays we are having the microprocessor in our phones, in our laptops, computers, everything that is electronic. In most of the electronic items you will get this microprocessor. Okay, they are multi-purpose computers, so you can perform different functions with these computers. So they can perform millions of tasks at a single time. So that's why they are known as a multi-purpose computer. इसलिए इनको multi-purpose computer कहा जाता था, because they can perform millions of work together, billions of instructions together. Next is they are accurate and reliable. Okay, the information, the data that is being given them as an output, that is quite reliable than the other one. Okay, and बहुत ही reliable था, बहुत ही सही था, that they can easily depend upon them. Okay, so the data and the information given by these computers was quite reliable and accurate. Next is the operating speed is very fast, and as compared to the first, second and the third generation computer, the speed of this fourth generation computer was very fast, was very मतलब fourth generation computer की जो speed है वो बहुत ज़्यादा fast थी. So as compared to the first, second, so the speed of the fourth generation computer, first, second and third, the speed of the fourth generation computer was very fast. Clear? Moving next, update your knowledge. A small information is given here. A microprocessor is a small chip that does all the processing in a computer. तो microprocessor क्या होती है? एक छोटी सी chip होती है जो कि सारे काम करती है किसी भी कंप्यूटर में. तो आपको पिक्चर भी दिख रही होगी बेटा. Here they have written, इसी के ऊपर जस्ट देखिए चिप लिखा हुआ है. So this chip, this is known as a microprocessor. देखिए आपके मोबाइल में इतनी छोटी चिप्स लगी हैं जो कि millions of instructions perform करती है. An integrated circuit is a small electronic device made out of the semiconductor material. Integrated circuit क्या है? ये एक छोटे से electronic devices हैं जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे conductors लगे हुए हैं. अब ये semiconductors, conductor, integrated circuits, these all things that you're going to learn in the फिजिक्स में आप जब पढ़ोगे तो यू विल केम टू नो, बट व्हेन यू गोइंग टू स्टडी द साइंस देन यू विल केम टू नो अबाउट दिस ऑल these सर्किट्स एंड ऑल. नेक्स्ट इज द इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट इज ऑल्सो नो कॉल्ड चिप. तो ये इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट या आईसी को चिप भी बोला जाता है. द फर्स्ट IC was developed in the year 1950 by the Jack Kilby and the Robert Nice. तो सबसे पहली जो इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स हैं या चिप्स हैं वो किसने इंट्रोड्यूस की थी, किसने बनाई थी या किसने डेवलप की थी? दैट वाज जैक किल्बी एंड द रॉबर्ट नाइस. Okay, now let's move to the next one. The last, the present of generation of computer, that is the fifth generation computers, present and beyond. आज है और आगे भी रहेगी. The fifth generation computers are based on the artificial intelligence. They are still in development. Okay, so fifth generation computers हैं, they are quite very intelligent and are okay. The main goal of the fifth generation is to develop the computers that can respond to the natural language and are capable of learning and taking their own decisions, for example robots. ओके, सो देखिए नाउ द फिफ्थ जनरेशन कंप्यूटर की हम बात कर रहे हैं. दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस मीन दैट डेटा इज stored in those, like हम here they have given the example of robots. तो देखिए robots हैं, ओके, सो इसमें क्या है, सो robots works on their instructions. सो आजकल तो यू मतलब आप उनको oral instructions दोगे, they will perform their action. तो उनको उसके लिए what they do, they मतलब the all the that how they have to perform in a particular situation. एक particular situation में उनको कैसे perform करना है, ओके, दैट द डेटा नीड्स टू बी फेड इनटू इट. तो उसके अंदर डेटा पहले डालना पड़ेगा कि सपोज अगर कहीं सपोज समवन इज़ क्राइंग, ओके, कोई रो रहा है, तो यू नीड टू से द गुड वर्ड्स. तो गुड वर्ड्स उसके अंदर डालने पड़ेंगे. कोई खुश है तो मतलब ऐसे, मतलब यू नीड टू मतलब दैट, बट दे बिकॉज दीज रोबोट्स दे डोंट हैव माइंड्स. उनके पास हार्ट और उनके पास दिल और दिमाग नहीं है. दे कांट थिंक, दे कांट फील, ओके, दे जस्ट वर्क ऑन द इंस्ट्रक्शंस. ओके, जैसे हम मशीन्स हैं तो मशीन्स को अगर हम ऑन करते हैं तो वो चलती हैं, ऑफ करते हैं तो बंद हो जाती है. सो जस्ट लाइक दैट, दो दीज रोबोट्स दे लुक लाइक ह्यूमन बींग्स बट दे परफॉर्म ऑन द डेटा दैट इज ऑलरेडी फेड इन टू इट. Now the science is trying that such robots should be developed, that उनके अंदर कोई डेटा ऐसा, मतलब उनके अंदर कुछ ऐसी प्रोसेसिंग की जाए ताकि वो पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग परफॉर्म कर सकें बाय विद देयर ओन इंटेलिजेंस, और यू कैन से दैट इज़ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. ओके, सो दो से पर्टिकुलर एक्शन, मतलब जस्ट लाइक ह्यूमन, हमें पता है कि जब कुछ कैसी सिचुएशन है, सपोज वी आर फीलिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू बी हर्ट बाय समवन, सो व्हाट विल यू डू, यू विल रन अवे फ्रॉम देयर, भाग जाओगे या किसी ऐसे के पास जाओगे कि जो आपको सेव कर सके. ओके, सो दैट्स वैसे ही तो रॉबर्ट से अगर उनको लगता है कि ऊपर कोई खतरा है, दे विल जस्ट अटैक दैट thing. Okay, so in spite of attacking that, they must know the other methods that how they can save themselves. So this is the fifth generation computer. Okay, so these are the fifth generation computers. So basically you can say that fifth generation computers are basically based on the artificial intelligence. Okay, so the main goal of the fifth generation is to develop the computers that can respond to the natural language. Okay, so their main aim is to develop such computers जो कि natural languages को they can respond and capable of learning and taking their own decision. Okay, so they are capable to learn, okay, by looking all around. जैसे कि हम देख के सीखते हैं, वैसे ही they need to make such computers or the such robots so that they can learn by looking at their surroundings. Okay, so for example that is robots. So robots is one of the very high tech generations of computer, okay, that can perform, that can work like humans. But the difference between the robots is that robots need instructions, robot needs verbal instructions or the signal instructions. They can't work from themselves. But we humans, we वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन. कई बार हम बिना बोले भी काम करते हैं. अगर हमें दिख रहा है कि कोई परेशान है, कोई सामान उठा रहा है, उससे नहीं उठ रहा, तो वी जस्ट गो एंड हेल्प देम. बट रॉबर्ट्स दे कांट फील दैट पेन और दे कांट फील दे एनीथिंग. दे कैन वर्क ऑन द इंस्ट्रक्शन. इफ समवन से कि उठा के ये सामान इधर रख दो तो वो वर्क करेंगे, नहीं तो वो खड़े रहेंगे. Okay, so this is the difference between the human and the robots. Okay, so otherwise, just be one thing that I will to tell you one again. So that's always remember that the computers were built by humans, not humans were not built by computers. Okay, so with this, I'm just ending the today's session. So with this, we have completed the chapter as well. So in the next session, I'm going to continue with the back exercise from the chapter. Okay, so this was the session beta, and I'll see you again very soon in the next session. So till then, everybody have a great day.